Hi everybody, I'm Johanna Stiebert, and today I'm wearing an orange shirt for a very special reason. So at the moment, we have a campaign happening. The campaign is happening throughout the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence. This is a United Nations-driven campaign which takes place every year from the 25th of November to the 10th of December. And its special focus is to resist gender-based violence, which of course affects women disproportionately. One purpose of this time is to draw attention to the violence being done and to orange the world, to draw attention to it and to help resist. So this year, I'm here with two hats on. On the one hand, I am one of the directors of SAS Rights, which is an organization founded and led by the wonderful Saima Afzal. And SAS Rights stands for Saima Afzal Solutions. I'm also co-director of the Shiloh project, which explores the intersections between rape culture, religion, and the Bible. And this year, not least in acknowledgement of the tremendous and alarming rise in gender-based violence growing out of the COVID pandemic, we have launched together, SAS Rights and the Shiloh Project, a very special campaign. And at the center of that, and most visible in that campaign, are some really beautiful drawings, which you can see a few of on the screen here right now. And these drawings feature members involved in our campaign wearing, as is appropriate for our times, a face mask with a slogan. But the person I want to profile particularly today is the artist behind those images, and her name is Elaine Sultana, and this is her image. Now, Elaine and I tried very hard to have a live interview to bring you here, but we experienced considerable technical difficulties, especially with the audio. So instead, I've interviewed Elaine, and I'm here giving you a snapshot of the kinds of things we talked about. So first of all, I asked her how it came to be that Elaine was involved in this project. And she told me this. 19 years ago, coming from Malta, I joined my husband, also Maltese and a consultant psychiatrist, who came to work in Blackburn's local general hospital. As an MA graduate in Baroque studies from the University of Malta, I couldn't find suitable employment and made the best of my working life alternating between voluntary and temping work. During that time, I worked with and got to know Saima Afzal and did some research for her. We lost contact for several years until renewing our friendship on Facebook, where I invited her to look at a couple of websites where I upload my biblical cartoons. Now I couldn't resist to share one of those cartoons with you here. So here you get a sense of just the beautiful work that Elaine does, not just for our campaign, but also in her biblical comics. Elaine continues, Saima was quite impressed with these and invited me to draw some posters to promote a pandemic safety awareness campaign focused on gender-based violence. A handful grew to 18 portraits and a banner, which I have only just finished. And then I asked Elaine, what inspires you and your beautiful artworks? And here's her answer. Thank you for that. It's very encouraging. When I first came out to the UK, I was very stressed from finishing an MA degree. Previously, I had done a variety of artworks in Malta, which included sea and landscapes, and I sold a couple of works after co-exhibiting with my mother, also an artist. In 2008, I joined a Christian movement for inner healing and peace, El Shaddai, which helped me through a very difficult time. When I felt better, I went on pilgrimage to Israel and was inspired to draw biblical cartoons. Having amassed a fair number of these, I showed them to Monsignor Michael Buckley, who declared them to be powerful images and suggested I put them in a book alongside professional photographs. I have tried to get this book published twice, only to be rejected on both occasions. Strangely enough, after each rejection, the disappointment wore off pretty quickly, and I settled peacefully into redrafting my work. I have not lost hope in publishing them someday. I also run a series showing the old and the new cartoons side by side as I rework them. My chief sources of inspiration are current events in Christian life, very excellent homilies at Our Lady of Perpetual Succor Catholic Church, journals such as The Economist and Foreign Affairs, as well as Monsignor Buckley's His Healing Touch and other books, and of course the Bible. I also joined the Society of Catholic Artists and occasionally share my images on their website. Although most inspiration came after my Israel trip, sometimes my ideas come from a news or Facebook meme. A case in point is my most recent drawing of Pentecost, inspired by the Black Lives Matter movement. Also, during 2018-2019, the numbers of destitute and homeless people in the UK grew exponentially, and I wondered what was the most effective way of helping them. André Malraux had said that all art is a revolt against man's fate. In a sense, that is true for me. I revolt by sharing my biblical cartoons on my Facebook pages, and against violence and injustice by drawing for this project, which I hope will take off and go viral. And we hope it will take off and go viral as well. And we hope you will check in and see some more of our images and meet the people behind them. So please, over the next few days, help us to orange the world, a collaboration between SAS Rights and the Shiloh Project in support of the UN 16 Days of Activism Against Gender-Based Violence. Bye-bye, and we'll see you next time.